It's been a minute since we talked about Steam Deck news, and there's been a bit of it in the last couple weeks, so I wanted to go over some of the things that we've learned about the Steam Deck. Hi, I'm Gardiner. Let's do this. Now, if you're not aware, the Steam Deck has recently been shown to be what Valve considers their future. Valve was shocked by the enthusiasm for the Steam Deck after they had been disappointed by the install numbers for Half-Life Alyx. Because of that, it seems Valve will be moving forward with most of their focus being on hardware like the Steam Deck. Now, that's not to say that Valve doesn't have any first-party titles in development right now. Quite the contrary, in fact. Valve seems to be working on a title right now that has the Steam Deck's hardware in mind. So the game in question is called Citadel, and apparently it's been in development since at least 2018, and it uses the bespoke control scheme that's suited to the Steam Deck. Now, all of these reports come from Tyler McVicker, who cites sources from data mines and his own independent research, so take that for what you will. But what does Valve pivoting towards the Steam Deck tell us? Well, it tells me that Valve is all in on Linux gaming first and foremost. But I also think that if it is their ultimate goal, then they're doing a pretty bad job of marketing the Steam Deck to people who wouldn't care at all about their existing Steam library not working 100% out of the box with the Steam Deck. And that would be console gamers, especially console gamers who have never bought a game on Steam before. But that's a rant for another day. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear that rant. Another bit of news related to the Steam Deck is that Valve amended their developer FAQs to include this nugget, quote, "Would Valve be interested in having any Steam Deck exclusive titles?" And they answer, "No, that doesn't make much sense to us. It's a PC and it should just play games like a PC." Now, I know that there's going to be a ton of people out there who will rejoice about this, and I can honestly see this as a good thing. There will be no Steam Deck exclusive games that will only run on the Steam Deck hardware itself. But by the same token, exclusives are console movers. Like it or not, but a quality exclusive title, even just a timed exclusive, would sell systems. And if that's what Valve wants to do, and it seems like that is what they want to do, then they should consider it at least. All right, let's move on to the special carrying case for the 512GB model of the Steam Deck. So the premium case has gray internals, and it also has a colored logo on the front, unique zipper pulls, a microfiber cleaning cloth, and a drawstring pouch for the charging cable. Originally, I saw the design of the more expensive carrying case, and I was kind of shocked. Where did the blue internal material go that we've all seen in the promotional renderings? It's black for the basic, gray for the premium. Where did that blue go? I'd just like to know, because that color blue has kind of become synonymous with Valve. And even the Valve Index has blue fabric handles to remove the top layer from the box. So I don't know, it's just weird. But speaking of packaging, we've actually seen the final version of the Steam Deck packaging. It's a bit unassuming though, isn't it? I mean, the Valve Index came in a sleek, matte, black box. And I'm not going to complain about the box. I'll probably end up just tossing it out in the recycling. And considering the margins Valve are making on the Steam Deck, I'm imagining they're going to be cutting about every expense that they can. But I am going to complain because I'm a little bit sore about the premium case not being the baby blue that we saw in the rest of the promotional materials. Whatever though, right? I mean, it's just a case. There's really not much to it, right? All right, let's move on. Let's talk about SteamOS now. The latest SteamOS image, version 2012.11.20.2, has been released. The latest build has been significantly reduced in size, going from 24 gigabytes to just 10. Now, for the 64 gigabyte model, 10 gigs is still quite significant, but it should be relatively simple to trim that size down even more. Now, all of this is according to a screenshot posted to Reddit by user StarLogical. Quote, "Touchscreen should be reliable on every boot now. Please let us know if you see issues. Boot sequence cosmetic improvements should be seamless now. Fix for HDMI not working after disconnecting once on certain configurations. Wi-Fi performance improvements. Please test and let us know if you see lower performance than expected compared to other devices in the same spot. Updates bundled a version of Steam for the first boot on clean images or out-of-box experience. OS and pre-installed software now takes up substantially less in the internal disk space, 10 gigabytes down from 24, will only apply on the next full re-image. BIOS 100 released for units with Micron memory, and BIOS 29 for units with Samsung memory. After updating to this version, you will be prompted to install a BIOS update next time you're connected to AC power. Kernel driver updates for Wi-Fi, audio, GPU, and others. Now, I'm going to read this part again because I think it's kind of important. OS and pre-installed software now takes up substantially less of the internal disk space, 10 gigabytes down from 24 gigabytes. Will only apply on the next full reimage. Now, the question that I have is this like a partition thing? Are they reserving 10 gigabytes for the Steam OS install, or exactly what are they doing here? I'd like to know. I'd like your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. The reason I ask is because it'll only apply on the next full reimage. I'm assuming next full reimage means deleting everything off the device and starting fresh. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. Finally, let's talk about the suspend and resume features of the Steam Deck. Reports have recently come out showing that the Steam Deck's quick resume feature will be just that. Quick. The Steam Deck will bring the console-like feature of suspend and resume to PC gaming, and that is a big deal. What we do know is that you can be playing a game and press the power button to put the Steam Deck into a sleep state, and then you can press the power button again to return to your game. But details are scant on exactly how this will work. We've heard hints about ACPI work being done with SteamOS 3 and the Linux kernel, and that there are processor considerations that are taken into account with the somewhat custom silicon from AMD. But we finally are finding out just what the Steam Deck will deliver on launch day. According to Peter Durante-Toman, co-founder of PH3 Games, since the last update of the Steam Deck, the sleep function has become incredibly fast and has worked for him 100% of the time. And that's good news. Now, he did leave a caveat with that he hasn't tested many games with that functionality, really only the stuff that his company has done. But again, it's worked 100% of the time for him. So that's pretty awesome. He said, quote, "Suspend and resume got way faster in the last system update. It's now literally a second or two." And that's good news for the Steam Deck. And this suspend and resume feature will be one of the most prominent features of SteamOS, as in all likelihood, this feature will be completely broken when running on Windows. So that's the news roundup for early December. I want to know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited about the suspend and resume feature? Do you think that it's going to work on Windows? I have my serious doubts that it'll work on Windows. Let me know down in the comments. I want to give a special shout out to my patrons and my YouTube members, without whom I would not be able to do this. If you believe in the work that I'm doing here and you want to help support the show, help create new, better researched videos, you can become a patron or a YouTube member with the link down below. It's all very much appreciated, and it really does help this show grow. I've been able to hire a writer and an editor to make this show into what it is today, and it's because of you guys, so thank you. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one.